This is REVOXYLIFE with Dr. E.B. I've often wondered what my patients are thinking before they see me in consultation. The days, the hours, the minutes, the seconds before the scheduled appointment. I do not have to conjecture that they're at least fearful, scared, anxious. They really do not know what to expect. But they comply with the consultation, knowing that it's at least in their best interest. And so, if you have listened to my podcast in the past, you know that I consider this, or I have coined our consultation, the mandatory meeting of strangers. And so I composed a prose to explicate my thoughts about your thoughts, my patients, what you're thinking, how you feel, the psychological construct of anxiety, fear, and doubt, just to name a few. So here goes. The mandatory meeting of strangers. Our paths conceived, evitable to cross, but for this unwelcomed intrusion in your life. This diagnosis of the big C, cancer, inserts the unforeseen pause, all still seeming so surreal, as you're thrust into a whirlwind of life's unpredictable courtroom where it seems there's no appeal. And as you attempt to decipher your thoughts within this upheaved mind with anxiety fraught, in a mental tug of war, confused, you find yourself caught. You stare at the door of the refrigerator, now hosting a very busy, saturated calendar, with expanding list of appointments, tests, doctors. It's all so very clustered. Resentment stirs up within as your promises fade. Dates, times, events, pledged to family and highly treasured friends, are steadily erased and replaced by addendums, asterisks, indicating dates ayonder, qualified with a question mark, reunions asunder. Now allowing your eyes to focus on today's agenda, highlighted, bolded for emphasis, is our summoned meeting. What will that entail, you wonder, as the many other unknowns you ponder? Indulging in cautious ruminations, perplexed, perturbed by trepidation, yet resisting any forecast or predictions. Uncertainty spouting, arousing within, mental walls steadily closing in. But you breathe deeply, emotions reined in consciously, ever so slowly. You don your mask of bravery, strutting your steady state in the direction of clarity, on your way to the expert, to that appointment boldly marked on your calendar. The mandatory meeting with a stranger. That stranger you see, that doctor is me. And I've been consumed with similar thoughts too, waiting ever so patiently to take the very best care of you. So now, here we are, sitting in the clinic room. I read your visage, figuratively spelling gloom. I observe your expression as I explain patiently. Your mind riddled with fear. Nothing I've said seems sufficiently clear. You're frightened, you're sad. This may arguably be the worst day you've ever had. But you listen nonetheless to the myriad of steps and side effects, albeit perplexed. In the end, you choose to bravely proceed, forward is at least progress, though admittedly the future is uncertain indeed. So you sign consent on the topaz or on the dotted line. I watch as your loved one reassures you that it's all going to be fine. And while there are no guarantees, one thing is for certain, and that I'll decree. I'll employ all the knowledge, all the tools, and my acquired expertise, and with punctilious attention, my unfailing efforts will never cease. But with all the incumbent, all my talents, I'm just a human being. But with the weight of His glory, this earthen vessel has the power to heal. This has been REVOXYLIFE with Dr. E.B. Thank you for listening.